Are there any like nightmare stories of what you've walked into as a property manager that you could tell on here?
Oh man, that I can tell on here is the big question. Matthew, what do we got going today, man?
Brad, today APM is going to answer the internet. Got some property management questions there for you. A lot of people don't really know what exactly property managers do, if they should really hire one, if it's necessary. So let's shed some light on it today.
John in Clarksville, Tennessee. I've been self-managing for years. I'm getting tired of the monthly issues. What are the pros and cons of hiring a property manager? And what should I look for in a good one? John, it's as simple as this. Our job as a property manager is to make your life as a landlord easier. Being a landlord can be tough. No one wants to be in the buffet line on the Royal Caribbean taking a phone call from a tenant. No one wants to wake up Saturday morning to a tenant, my heat's out. We as property managers, we take those calls. We deal with everything from finding great tenants, screening them, credit criminal background checks, all the stuff that can be tough to do if you're an individual homeowner, to maintaining the house, managing the tenant once they're in there, making sure you got a good lease. What should we look for in a good one? Well, you want someone that's local to your community. Here's the thing. You want someone that's local and also is a full-time property manager. There's a lot of great realtors out there that can help you buy and sell a house, but doing property management on the side, sometimes it's not a great situation. Sometimes, if your property's not at the forefront of what they're doing Monday through Friday, it can lead to not great results. Here's the other thing. You want someone that's licensed in your state. We are licensed realtors. We're not attorneys, but we are licensed realtors in the state of North Carolina. We know this market very well. Alex in Columbus, Georgia asks, what maintenance issues do you not cover? That is a great question. Here's what it boils down to. What's in the lease? You want a good lease, Matthew. You want a good lease. You want one that's robust. You want one that clearly outlines who's responsible for what. That's where you get the most dispute between a landlord and tenant, is when the lease is not clear. Jessica of Lexington. I love Lexington. What is Lexington known for?
Barbecue, baby.
Great barbecue.
Yes.
She says, I want to invest in real estate, but I've heard nightmare stories about tenants not paying and refusing to leave. Anyone had experiences with this? Man, great question.
You've had some nightmare scenarios, haven't you? Are there any like nightmare stories of what you've walked into as a property manager that you could tell on here?
Oh man, that I can tell on here is the big question. Yeah, let me get to that in a second. Let me answer that, and then I'll give you a couple nightmare situations. So Jessica, here's what we find. Most nightmare situations come when you have someone managing their own stuff and they let issues go on and on and on unattended to, whether that be rent collection. So a lot of folks call us when their tenants are already 5 and 6 months behind on rent. They call us when that water leak went unreported for months and there's no routine inspections going on. That's when you get a lot of these nightmare situations. So as property managers, we're here to make sure that doesn't happen. We know the laws. We know what it takes to make sure that rent collection is happening as it should, and how to get someone out if they're just going to refuse to pay rent, what processes you have to go through. We typically can have someone out of a house if they've said, I'm not paying rent anymore. We can typically have them out in 30 to 45 days. So you don't run into those nightmare situations of 6 months, late on rent or whatever. So, you ready for a nightmare situation?
Give it to us.
Here's one for you. So I had a local investor call me one time wanting to buy a house. It was in foreclosure. We go to look at the house. There's still a tenant living in the house. The owner's gone into foreclosure. The tenant's still living there. We're walking in the house, and I look down, and I notice, man, the flooring, they have put in asphalt, some type of asphalt as flooring in this house, on the inside of the house. Never seen that before. That's wild. Well, as I'm walking around, I realize this is not asphalt. They have multiple pets, and they have not cleaned up after these pets for years.
No.
So the carpet and the flooring has now turned black and hard like asphalt, and a very smelly asphalt at that, Matthew. So
that is a nightmare.
Hire a property manager to manage your tenants and make sure
you don't have to deal with that.
Yeah, make sure unauthorized pets are not there and that tenants are not doing this to your home. So
Wow.
the bottom line is this, man. We are here to make a landlord's life easier. We're located in Kannapolis. We manage properties in Rowan County, Cabarrus County, Iredell, and Mecklenburg. We're branching out beyond that as well. Give us a call. We're only a phone call away. We're right here. Our office is right here locally in Kannapolis. We'll sit down. We'll talk to you about how we can make your life as a landlord easier, what we can do for you. Our phone number, we'll put it on the screen, I'm sure, in this corner, somewhere, 704-938-7368. We'll be happy to help you. You can also visit our website, apmrentals.net. How do we do, Matthew? Did we answer some questions today?
I think we did.
Awesome, man. Give us a call, guys. We're here to help.